So Beverly, I know it was a real joy meeting you at that Veg Fest, and was it in Wilmington?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, and I know we didn't talk very long, but from the short conversation we had, I know you had a powerful story that needed to be told. Okay, and that's why we're here right now. That's why we're here today.
Yes.
Share your story.
Mhm.
It's nice because up till now, most people I've interviewed, their stories were just the stories of their own reversal of diabetes, but
Mhm.
not only your personal victory, but the victory you led your family to, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And
Yes.
so we're gonna have you share it. Let's start with how you were diagnosed with diabetes, and your
Mhm.
health at that time, as well as the health of your family, your mother, and your anyone else you helped out.
Okay. Well, I say back in the 90s, I was diagnosed with diabetes, but I really didn't pay attention to it. I was busy working and continue taking care of my family. But I think stress played a big part of it. I was working 80 hours a week as a restaurant manager, and I was just like over stressed. Okay, and not sleeping. Also, I would sleep maybe 7 days. I wouldn't sleep, and then go back. Maybe get 2 days, and go back another 7 days. So I was all over the place. So my health was down. Cholesterol was up. Blood pressure was up. All the numbers were up off the chart. Okay. But I was still going, still going. But I've always had my mom with me, and she's been a diabetic for over 40 years. Okay. And she was taking insulin. I'd give her a shot a day of insulin, but we really weren't eating healthy. Although I am a retired chef, I still was living a bad life. It wasn't a healthy life. Okay. As far as food. And I really didn't change things until back in 2016. And I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I lived there. No, let's say I moved from there in 2006 down to Georgia. So I was at Georgia for 16 years. I've only been in Wilmington 2 years. Okay. So in Georgia in 2016, we went on a family vacation, and it was just my mother, my daughter. And we came back. I thought everything was fine. She sent me a picture, Mom. If you don't do something about this, you're going to die. I was at that time 325 pounds. I'm the caregiver for my mom. I'm not paying attention to me. I'm not worried about me. Late at night, I'm an emotional eater. Okay. I've had traumas in my life. So I sit here and after taking care of her, I'd snack, eating unhealthy. So I'm thinking I'm feeding my mom healthy, but I'm not. I'm tired. I do TV dinners, do sandwiches or order out pizzas and all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
Wasn't doing us any good.
Were you seeing a doctor at that during that time frame?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. And they kept telling me, oh, they put me on it starts with the M. Let me see.
Metformin?
Yes. And then I didn't take that so well, messed up my tummy, right? And they added another drug with Metaform. I can't think of the drug, but you probably would know it. And it does something where it makes the stomach not, so upset. And I tried that for a while. That didn't work. So I just continued on what I was doing and not eating good and just taking care of mom. And like I said, after that vacation, my daughter came over and she says, Mom, we got to do something about this. And I says, okay, what? I'm like, because I'm at that age where I don't like change, I like doing what I'm doing, like we
Yeah,
all
yeah.
do, And so she says, Mom, we got to start like this. So she's doing research and I started doing research. So she came up with this here plan. She says that you're going to go on a 21-day sugar detox. She says, I'm coming in your house and you and we're going through the refrigerator and we're going to the cabinets. Okay. We got in there. We took out all the bad fats, the good fats, box foods, canned goods, anything that had sugars in them and fats in them. We took them all out. We gave them away. Although I just felt bad about throwing away food, and I know someone could eat it. So, and then the way I was trying to start something, I said, well, I can't really tell them how this works if I don't know. So I gave them the food that I had. Okay. So we started buying the food, and I learned something very important. If you bring it in the house, you're going to eat it. So don't bring it in the house.
Facts.
And so she started showing me this is what I should start looking for. Read the labels. Started reading labels. I mean, I could stay in a grocery store for an hour just reading labels, trying to make sure I'm eating the right foods. You get so caught up, But I started with all of that, eating non-fat foods and anything I can think of that wasn't fat. And then I said, well, wait a minute. What about the fruits? I like fruits and they have sweetener. She said, if you're going to do a sugar detox, we're not doing any sweet. We got to take it out of your body completely. So we're not doing anything that has sugar in them, anything that's natural sugar, anything, you know. So man, doing a sugar detox, it was like withdrawals from cocaine or something. I mean, the mood swings was up and down, the crying, I need this, I need.
Wow.
I mean, it was wild.
I did a video just last week on how sugar is more addicting than cocaine.
Oh, yes. Good job, doctor. Good job. Because it is. And a lot of people don't believe that, but it is.
It is.
And that's the reason why, too. I'm going to jump right back to the other thing, that I don't knock anyone's addictions, okay, whether it be drugs addiction, pills, whatever, because we are all addicted to something, whether it be food, to people, anything. So you don't knock one addiction from another addiction. You help everybody, because we are just human. We all make mistakes, you know. We're just human.
You're right. We all have our poisons.
Yes. So anyway, getting back to changing all the food, like I said, the 21-day sugar detox, and then now when you fall, another thing I learned too, when you fall off, get back on. I used to fall off of all these yo-yo diets. I eat a piece of cake, then I go back and eat another piece of cake, then I eat the whole cake. By that time, I'm like, okay, this ain't gonna work. Forget it. I'm not doing it anymore. Mm-hmm. This life change of plant-based, this is the first time I've ever been able to stay off of it. And if I go eat that little piece of cake, I'm done. I fixed that. I'm done and walk away.
Wow.
You know, before I had to have the whole thing. But I figured out it is a mind thing. You got to talk to yourself. You got to help. You got to read. You got to just get up and do something. Get a book. Go exercise. Work out. Walking video. Just in your room on a video. Just walking for 10 minutes. Yes. Any little thing helps. You have to change your state of mind. That's where it really starts at, you know. So doing all those things and changing my mind, when I would fall off, I'd get back on. But like I said, the plant-based is the only thing that has changed me since 2016. I have not put it back on. Like I said, I was 325 pounds. I have been able to maintain 155. And that is a blessing to me.
Wow. How long did it take to lose that weight once you started to make the change?
Whoa, 7 months. 7 months. I lost 145 pounds in 7 months.
That's crazy.
7 months. And had no idea I was doing it because I was helping mom, you know, never looked at myself. So both blessings. When I asked God for a blessing, he hit us both. Bam, bam. I'm going to knock it out the park. And he did it.
What about, do you remember how your A1C changed?
Yes. It was 6.5. It went down to 5.6.
Wow.
5.6.
Nice.
My cholesterol was 398. First it went to 298. Now we are at 198.
Wow, that's wonderful.
And it's staying maintained. Blood pressure.
Any medicines? Are you on any medicines?
On blood pressure medicine, that's it.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm trying to change that because I did change my mom's blood pressure through ginger. Just doing ginger, fresh ginger every day, spoon of ginger, and hers went down. As a matter of fact, it went down too low at times, so I had to, change it up, But that's the only thing I'm on now.
That is great.
And a vitamin. I do a vitamin.
Yeah, tell us more about your mom now and the changes she experienced.
She experienced mood changes first, okay? Because with the dementia, you have a combative person sometimes, or you have a happy person, and you also have a person that goes down to childhood, back to childhood. So she was like a child. So in order to change, when it was so bad, and I asked God to help me, and he showed me, go to the food, go to the gift I gave you, use the food. So that's what I started. I started changing her food, making everything by scratch. Anything that she liked, I took and incorporated into scratch something different, that tastes good. Because if it didn't, she still had taste buds now. So she may not have had her memory here, but she had taste buds. If she didn't like it, she pushed that away or knock it off the table. But if something was good, oh man, I'd get a 5-pound bag of apples or a 10-pound, make some applesauce, make apple butter. Like I would take something and make 3 things out of that one thing, okay? And get in that kitchen for 7 hours and make all her food. Then that way we come home from a doctor's appointment or so, just get that out of the freezer or the refrigerator and pop it right in there, and there's our meal. So we stopped eating all that outside food. Well, once I started doing that, that started changing her moods. Because she stopped watching Jeopardy. She was good at that. She stopped watching Wheel of Fortune. It all started coming back to her memory. She started dancing. She started singing her hymns and things like that.
We stopped right there. That is amazing because
amazing.
you know, that's one thing about the plant-based diet. You know,
Mhm.
you enter it thinking you're curing one thing, but it starts curing everything.
So many things that we had no idea. Yes, no, we had no thoughts
Even
of.
to start to slow the progression of dementia.
Mhm.
And this is something that's been well established, how plant-based diets, especially low
Mhm.
fat, and how they affect people with dementia. You know, so
Right.
Howard too, and I love that you said that you prayed, you asked God for help. And I'm
Oh,
a believer as well in that, you know.
yes.
And he told you clearly it was the food.
Mhm. It could clearly. I'm telling you, it was the one night that she screamed for 8 hours, and I did everything to comfort her and take care of her, but nothing worked. And I couldn't put her in a home. That's not me. I take care of my own. I got on my knees and said, God, please give me a way to do this. I have no idea. I can't walk away. He said, do what I taught you. Use the gift I gave you. It's the food.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, I know what to do with food. Okay, get in that kitchen. And I just started doing it and started making the changes, and things were happening that I had no idea were happening. He
And
was just moving things. You hear me moving things.
I don't think
Mhm.
we mentioned that you're a chef as well. So that definitely helps, right?
Oh, it definitely helps because I love cooking. It definitely, I'm an eater. Yes, yes, yes.
But you don't have to be a chef, but it helps for sure.
Yes,
You
it
know how
helps.
to
It
make
helps. Yes.
make the meals in a way that your mother can
Mhm.
enjoy the transition, you know.
Right, right.
Would you say that you and her are now like 100% vegan, plant-based, or
Well, let me tell you this. She passed away in 2018 due to a
sorry
flu.
to hear that.
Yep,
Yeah.
it was the flu, and a really bad case. And I'm blessed that she did not have to go through the pandemic, because that would have been really hard on us too,
Yeah.
But that's how she passed away. And right now it's just my daughter and my granddaughter. So we are raising my granddaughter through plant-based also. So
Mhm.
she is 5 years old now, and she even teaches her peers at school, But we tell her, don't go in there telling people they shouldn't eat milk, because they shouldn't eat the cow. So, because she wants to tell them, no, 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 we don't do that. Which if a kid asked her, why do you not drink milk, she'll tell them. And then I said, let their parents tell them. We can't tell people what to do. If someone asks us about it, we will talk about it, but we don't force it, because it doesn't seem to work that way.
Mhm.
Give them the information and tell them what you're doing and how you feel when you started doing it, because doing this, we all have so much more energy. Like when my mom passed away, my daughter asked me to move with her. And so I did. And I've been raising my granddaughter since she's been born, and it's been a blessing. It's like God took an angel and gave me an angel, he gave just pushed me right out there, says, I got somebody for you to raise. Right here she is, and we're starting from plant-based, and that's it.
Starting from young, that's so key.
From
So,
young,
in this
yes.
journey, where do you think you would be in your family as well? Where do you
Mhm.
think you guys would be if you never got this information, never made this change to being a plant-based diet?
I probably wouldn't be here. I'm honestly speaking, I probably wouldn't be here. And they would probably be sickly, probably, or have all different types of things, because I really believe a lot of children are not, I think it's HDAD. Is that what it is?
ADHD, yeah.
Yes, yes, or not about that. I believe a lot has to do with the dyes in there, the sugars, the chemicals, all that. And if they would try to take some of the different foods they're eating away, they would see some different changes, and not always about the meds. I don't think it's always about the meds,
Yeah. And that's another cure-all. I mean, I used to be pretty involved in group homes for troubled youth and adolescents, and
Yeah.
there was a program. They put them on a vegan diet, and
Mhm.
they came off the ADD or ADHD meds.
Wow. Wow. Then you know just what I'm saying then. Wow. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. With the chemical, I mean, I preach that you don't walk away from your doctor. Don't let your doctor work for you. I say let your doctor work with you.
Wow,
That's
that's
how I
good.
tell them.
Mhm.
Take in your papers, do your research. If you have something going on, you tell them, this is what I have going on. These are my symptoms, but you tell him, don't put me in a box with everybody else. I am different. I don't want to be put in that box. I don't want a Band-Aid.
Mhm.
Let's talk what we can do about this. I don't want to come back in 2 weeks with the medicine you gave me, and I got symptoms from that and some more. No. We say they see me coming now. They're like, oh, here she comes.
There she comes. They know you now.
Yes, but now I have doctors asking me, what did you do? How are you doing it? You need to be teaching some of this here to some of our people here, because we see the difference in what you're doing and things like that, So I was so blessed to run into you at the Vegan Fest. When I saw your sign saying reverse diabetes, I'm like, whoa, this is what I've been waiting for. Someone talking about this,
Yes.
So it's been a blessing. Yeah, yeah. So I tell people, don't get rid of your doctors. Just gradually talk to them and tell them what you need. You know, you want to test. You don't want a Band-Aid. You want to test. You want to find out why you keep having this, why this keeps returning. And then do a journal and start journal what you're eating. You know, take one thing away, one at a time, and see how it's affecting your body. I said, but you have to start somewhere. And it's a hard journey. It's not easy. You know, like I said, I fall down sometimes, but I've learned to get back up.
And you basically answered my last question. What would you tell our audience, you know, about what they should do if they're curious about, you know, changing their diet or going towards a dietary approach in healing diabetes or any chronic diseases? And you're right, do your research and start and still work with your physician, right? You know,
definitely
be in partnership with them.
Yes,
that's great.
I would say start with looking into yourself first, because your family's going to fight you. If you have a large family and a husband and all the kids and everything, they're going to fight you. So you be the example. Start with you first. If you need to still cook your meals over there, cook your meal, but you start with plant-based. Start with little things that you like. If you do it every day, if mac and cheese is your go-to, or chicken or different things like that, find a way to do it vegan first. Slowly put these things into your diet. Get rid of all these sugary things. Get rid of all these fat things. And what used to make me so mad when I didn't learn it, when you go in the store and something says fat-free, you should buy that. No. Just because it says fat-free, that's not because it's good for you. And another thing, people always, I got it free, or it's not the quantity, it's the quality of food we're eating. The quality of food we're eating. Just because you get a great big bag of free chicken legs over here versus farm raised. No. That's going to kill you over there. You know, I'm not saying it's going to kill you, but it's just not good for you. So you just got to start somewhere slowly for yourself first. Do it for yourself first, and then gradually introduce it to your family. Whoever may come in the kitchen, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this. Try tasting this here. Taste a little bit of that. They may like it. Oh, you should make some of that tomorrow for so-and-so. Don't you know, when my daughter told me that we were going to eat tofu, I'm like, tofu? I don't eat no tofu. What are you talking about? She made me some tofu scramble.
Change your life.
I changed my life. Every Sunday, are you making tofu scramble? I want some tofu scramble. Because I miss my scrambled eggs, and that is replacing it. I love them.
Bev, you have an amazing story. I know you have a website as well, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah. So can you tell us about that?
Yes, it's Chef Bev. And what I'm doing, and I'm doing it for free right now, because as God helped me, I asked him how to help other people. What did he want? He said, help my people. So I'm trying to do classes. My classes are called Change Your Mind, Change Your Life. Okay. And it is basically, I give you information. I have little booklets, and I make a dish in front of you, and then I give you a gift bag full of the information. Sometimes I may even put the items in there. Just if I do a zucchini boat or mushrooms, something like that. So I'll put the mushrooms in there and the zucchini in there and the recipe, and give you the ideals of how to make it, you know, and then you do the demonstration, things like that. I'll do an exercise class during that time too. So we'll first start with an exercise class, then we'll do a demonstration, and then we'll eat. And then we do a question and answer thing, you know, things like that. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. 155-pound loss in 7 months.
No, 145-pound loss in 7 months. Yes. And I was 325. Yeah.
So I know this story is gonna touch a lot of people. Okay, and I thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I hope this not been the last time that we talk.
Oh, definitely not.
I already have some ideas in my mind of how we're gonna work together. Okay.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. So thanks for joining.
You're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.